Hello, and welcome to another episode of Pocast Speak English. We're so glad you're here.
Yes, and today we're starting a very important series. It's one that many learners experience, but don't always talk about.
The new series is called What to Do When People Laugh at Your English.
Sometimes people laugh at our English, and it hurts. It can make us want to stop speaking altogether.
But today, we'll talk about why that happens, what it really means, and how you can stay strong and keep speaking English with confidence. Let's begin with a conversation between two English learners. One of them had a bad experience and needs to talk about it. Hey, can I talk to you about something that happened yesterday?
Of course. What's going on?
So, I was trying to speak English in class. We were practicing questions, and I said something like, "He do play football?" by accident.
Okay. Yeah, easy mistake.
But when I said it, two people laughed. Not like a small laugh. They actually turned to each other and laughed.
Ouch, that hurts.
Yeah, and now I keep thinking, why did they laugh? Was I that bad?
I don't think it's about being bad. Sometimes people laugh because they don't know how to react. Or maybe they're just not nice.
It really made me feel embarrassed. I didn't want to talk for the rest of the class.
I felt that too. But you know what? Speaking English is brave. Mistakes are part of learning. And people who laugh, maybe they forgot how hard learning a language is.
Yeah, maybe, but it still feels awful.
I know, but don't let their laughter stop you. Your voice matters, and every time you speak, you get stronger. Let's break this down. Why do some people laugh when they hear a language mistake?
Reason 1, they're uncomfortable. Maybe they don't know how to react to mistakes, so they laugh. It's nervous laughter, not always mean.
Reason 2, they're immature. Some people just don't realize how much courage it takes to speak a second language. They think it's funny, but it's really their own ignorance.
Reason 3, cultural misunderstanding. In some cultures, laughing is not meant to be rude. It can mean surprise or confusion.
And sometimes it really is just someone being mean. That happens too.
Let's be honest. When someone laughs at your English, it feels personal. It feels like they're laughing at you.
Exactly. Even if they're just reacting to a mistake, it can feel like an attack on your intelligence or ability.
That feeling can stay with you. It can make you afraid to speak again.
That's why this series is so important. You are not alone. And this pain, it can become power.
We asked English learners from around the world, has anyone ever laughed at your English?
Here's what they said. Voice 1, India. Yes, I said I am boring instead of I am bored. My teacher laughed. I felt terrible. Voice 2, Colombia. I was on a video call and said kitchen when I meant chicken. They laughed and mocked me. Voice 3, Thailand. Someone laughed at my accent. I didn't speak English for weeks after that.
So many people have been through this. It's not just you.
And here's what they learned. Don't stop speaking. Every mistake is a step forward.
Let's change the way we think about being laughed at.
Here's a powerful idea. If someone laughs at my English, it shows I'm trying. And that's more than they are.
You're doing something hard. You're learning a second language. That's something to be proud of, not ashamed of.
From now on, when someone laughs, you can say, even just in your head, I'm learning. You were once a beginner too.
Let's this episode with a few affirmations. Short, powerful sentences you can say to yourself.
Repeat them with us. My English is a work in progress. Every mistake helps me improve. People's laughter does not define me. I am brave for speaking. I will not give up.
Say these every day, especially after a tough moment. You're not weak, you're growing.
Here's your challenge for today. Write down one time someone laughed at your English.
Then, answer these questions in your journal. What did they laugh at? How did it make you feel? What would you say to that person today?
And most importantly, what will you do next time?
Speak again. Speak stronger. Speak louder. You're not alone. Hey, can I be honest? Yesterday, someone laughed at my English again. I thought I was okay, but later I went home and cried.
That's totally okay. You're human. I've cried after situations like that too.
The worst part? I felt like I lost control. My face turned red, I got nervous, and I couldn't speak anymore.
Yeah, that's a real reaction. Your body goes into fight or flight mode.
How do you stay calm when that happens?
I've learned some tricks. Breathing helps. So does repeating a calming thought in my head.
Like what?
Like, this moment will pass. Or, their opinion doesn't control my future.
I think I need to build more emotional strength.
You will. It's a skill. And just like language, it gets easier the more you practice.
Let's talk about the science for a second. When someone laughs at us, our brain feels threatened.
Your body reacts as if you're in danger, even if it's just emotional.
Your heart beats faster, your face gets hot, your muscles tense up. That's totally normal.
The key is to notice it and learn to respond, not react.
Here are 3 powerful techniques to stay calm in that moment. Technique 1. Deep breathing, step 1. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Step 2. Hold for 4 seconds. Step 3. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 4 seconds. Step 4. Repeat 3 times.
Breathing helps send a signal to your brain, I'm okay, I'm safe. Technique 2. Repeat a mantra.
A mantra is a short, calming sentence you repeat in your mind. Try these. This is just one moment. I choose peace. I'm still learning, and that's okay. I speak with courage.
You can even create your own. Find one that gives you strength. Technique 3. Focus on one object.
If your emotions feel too strong, choose one object around you. A pen, your hand, a plant.
Focus on its color, shape, or texture for 30 seconds. It helps bring your brain back to the present.
After someone laughs, it's easy to hear that voice in your head saying, I'm not good enough. Why did I say that? I should just stop speaking English.
But don't believe those voices. Replace them with strong, kind thoughts. Try saying, that was one mistake, but I'm still learning. Their laughter says more about them than about me. Every great speaker started with mistakes. I'm growing stronger every time I speak.
Let me share a story. A learner from Vietnam once said, I was at a conference. I spoke English in front of a group. I made a mistake, and a few people laughed. I wanted to run away, but then I looked at the rest of the group. Most of them were smiling, not laughing. Later, 3 people came to me and said, You're so brave to speak in a second language. That day I learned, not everyone is laughing. Some people are listening. Some people respect your courage.
That's beautiful and so true. The people who matter don't laugh at effort.
Let's walk through a scenario you might face and how to respond with emotional control. Scene: English class. You say something with a grammar mistake. Someone in class laughs loudly. Old reaction. Face turns red. You go silent. You feel shame. New reaction. You take a breath. You think, that was one mistake. I'm learning. You smile and say, oops, let me try that again.
See the difference? You don't run away, you stand strong, and you keep speaking.
That's real power. Affirmations for emotional strength.
Let's end with 5 affirmations to help you build emotional control. I can handle discomfort. My English is improving every day. Mistakes make me better. Their laughter does not stop me. I stay calm and keep speaking.
Say these often, especially when emotions rise.
Your challenge today is to write down a moment when someone laughed at your English and how you felt.
Then write how you would like to respond next time. What will you say in your mind? What calming sentence will you repeat? What will you focus on to stay strong? Hey, can I ask you something weird?
Of course, what's up?
Someone laughed at my English again yesterday, but this time I didn't just feel hurt. I wanted to say something, but I didn't know what to say without being rude.
That's hard. You want to speak up, but not make things worse.
Exactly. I froze. I smiled and acted like it didn't bother me, but inside, I was angry.
I've been there. So here's the trick. Prepare your response ahead of time. Simple, calm, polite, but clear.
You mean, like practice what to say?
Yes. That way, next time it happens, you'll be ready.
Let's walk through 4 strong, respectful ways to respond when someone laughs at your English. 1. The confident acknowledgement. Say, yes, I'm learning. Mistakes are part of that.
This shows you're not ashamed. You're confident, even when learning. 2. The calm question. Say, can I ask what you found funny?
This response puts the spotlight back on them. Often, people feel awkward when you ask that, and they realize they were rude. 3. The direct but respectful approach. Say, I'd appreciate it if you didn't laugh. I'm trying to improve.
This is powerful. You're not being rude, but you're setting a boundary. You're saying, that's not okay. 4. The humor comeback. Optional. Say, well, at least I'm speaking 2 languages. How many are you learning?
This one is playful, but only use it if you feel safe and confident.
Every person is different. Some prefer to be quiet and calm. Others want to say something strong.
There's no perfect answer, but there is your answer. Choose what feels right for you.
Practice these phrases out loud, in front of a mirror, with a friend, or with us. Repeat after us. I'm still learning, and I'm proud of that. Could you help me instead of laughing? Let's focus on learning, not laughing. I know I'm making progress.
The more you practice, the easier it becomes to speak up in real life.
Let's hear from some learners who decided to respond with confidence. Voice 1, Turkey. In a work meeting, I made a mistake, and a coworker laughed. I looked at him and said, could we support each other instead of laughing? He went quiet, and after the meeting, he apologized. Voice 2, Mexico. At a cafe in the US, I said a word wrong, and the cashier laughed. I smiled and said, English is my second language. I'm still learning. She said sorry, and it never happened again. Voice 3, Germany. A classmate made fun of my accent. I told her, I'm proud of my accent. It means I speak 2 languages. She never laughed again.
So powerful. Speaking up can change how others treat you and how you feel inside.
Here are 3 mindset shifts to help you feel stronger when responding. 1. You're the brave one. You're doing something most people are too scared to try, speaking a second language. 2. Speaking up builds confidence. The first time is hard, but the more you respond, the more powerful you feel. 3. You teach others how to treat you. When you speak up, you show people how to respect you. Silence sometimes invites more disrespect. Confidence stops it. Let's practice a short scene. Scene, language class. You say, he go to the store yesterday. Someone laughs. Option 1 response, yes, I know, it's he went. I'm practicing. Thanks for your patience. Option 2 response, that's not helpful. Let's focus on learning. Option 3 response, was that funny to you? I'm just trying to speak.
See how calm, confident, and clear those responses are?
You can learn to do this, 1 sentence at a time. 1 affirmations to build speaking confidence. Repeat these with us. I deserve respect, even when I make mistakes. My progress matters more than someone's opinion. I speak with courage and kindness. I will not be silent because of fear. I am stronger than their laughter. Today's challenge is this. Write down 3 sentences you could say if someone laughs at your English.
Choose one confident sentence, one polite question, and one personal mantra.
Then practice them out loud. Say them until they feel natural.
You know, sometimes I wonder, will I ever feel confident in English?
I used to ask myself that same question.
I know all the grammar, I study every day, but the moment I speak, I get nervous, like my brain forgets everything.
Confidence isn't just about knowledge, it's about how you see yourself.
But when people laugh or correct me, it's like I shrink inside.
I get that. But let me ask you, how do you talk to yourself after that happens?
Honestly, I say, you're so stupid, you'll never get this.
That's the problem. It's not your English that's broken, it's the way you speak to yourself.
Let's be real. Confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from the way you speak to yourself every day.
Think of your mind like a garden. If you plant words like, I'm bad, I can't, I'm stupid, guess what will grow?
Weeds, fear, shame.
But if you plant words like, I'm improving, I'm trying, I'm proud, you grow confidence.
Real confidence is not loud. It's quiet but strong.
It means you keep speaking, even after a mistake. You don't stop trying because of one bad moment. You smile and say, I'll get better.
It means you believe in your ability to improve every single day. 1. Start your day with power thoughts. Say this every morning. I'm proud to be learning a new language. I can speak English and I'm getting better. Mistakes mean progress. 2. Record yourself speaking.
Use your phone. Talk about your day for 1 minute. Then listen.
Don't judge, just observe. Then say, wow, I did that. 3. Celebrate small wins.
Did you speak to someone in English today? Did you learn one new word? Celebrate it.
Confidence grows when you notice progress, not perfection. 4. Avoid negative people.
If someone always laughs or criticizes, limit your time with them.
Your learning environment matters. Protect your peace. 5. Speak every day, even for 2 minutes.
Confidence doesn't come from thinking. It comes from doing.
Speak every day, even if it's just to your mirror. Let me tell you about Priya, a learner from India. When I moved to Canada, my accent was strong. People sometimes laughed. I felt ashamed. But then I made a decision. Every day, I spoke for 10 minutes to myself in English. I recorded it. I didn't stop. 6 months later, I didn't care if people laughed. Why? Because I believed in myself.
That's real confidence. Not because people stopped laughing, but because she stopped needing their approval. Say these lines with us. Repeat them out loud if you can. I am learning. I am growing. I am not afraid. My accent is a sign of courage. I belong in every conversation. I am not here to be perfect. I'm here to communicate. I am proud of how far I've come. Here are some common negative thoughts and how to flip them. X. I always make mistakes. Y. Every mistake helps me improve. X. They laughed at me. I'm embarrassed. Y. They laughed, but I kept speaking. That's bravery. X. My English isn't good. Y. My English is better than it was yesterday.
Listen, you don't need permission to be confident.
You don't need to wait until you're perfect.
Confidence is a decision you make every time you open your mouth to speak.
You are not weak because you feel fear. You are strong because you keep speaking despite fear. Here's your challenge. Record a 1-minute message to yourself.
Dear me, and talk about your English journey. End it with, I'm proud of you.
Save it. Listen to it anytime you doubt yourself.
You know what's funny? The first time someone laughed at my English, I wanted to disappear.
Me too. I remember I couldn't sleep that night. I kept replaying it in my head.
But last week, someone laughed again, and this time, I laughed too.
Really?
Yeah, I said the wrong word, and they laughed, and I said, okay, that one was funny. I'll remember it next time.
Wow, that's growth.
It felt good. I didn't feel small. I felt strong.
That's how you turn laughter into power. You own the moment.
Here's something important. Laughter doesn't always mean someone is trying to hurt you.
Sometimes people laugh because they're surprised. They don't understand. They don't know how to react. They're uncomfortable.
And yes, sometimes they're rude, but you decide how to interpret it.
You can let laughter weaken you or fuel you. Let's reframe the situation. Here's what most learners think. Fix. They laughed. I'm stupid. I should stop speaking. Now let's flip it. Correct. They laughed. That means I'm trying. I'm learning. I'll remember this moment.
Every time someone laughs, you have two options: hide or grow.
Growth is uncomfortable, but it leads to power. 1. Learn from the mistake.
Instead of feeling hurt, ask yourself, what did I say? Why did they laugh? Can I improve it next time? 2. Use humor to bond.
Sometimes you can laugh too. It makes the atmosphere friendly. Example, you say, I'm so hungry. Someone laughs. You smile and say, oops, I meant hungry, but I guess I'm ready for a trip to Budapest.
That's how you turn mistakes into connection. 3. Use laughter as motivation.
Let laughter remind you of your mission. They laughed? Good. I'll work harder. Next time, they'll be impressed. Voice 1, Philippines. At a job interview, I used the wrong tense. The manager chuckled. I smiled and said, oops, grammar attack. We both laughed. I didn't get embarrassed. I got the job. Voice 2, Brazil. My co-worker laughed when I said beach wrong. I laughed too and asked him to teach me the difference. Now he's my language buddy. Voice 3. A classmate mocked my pronunciation. I said, that's fine. I'm still better than yesterday. I felt stronger, not weaker.
Here's a fun exercise. Start a laughter journal. Every time someone laughs at your English, write it down. What happened? What did you learn? How will you say it better next time?
In 6 months, you'll look back and realize, wow, I've come so far. Say these lines with us. Laughter doesn't break me. It builds me. Every smile, every mistake is part of my progress. I am brave for speaking, no matter the reaction. I will not let fear stop my voice. I am learning out loud, and that's beautiful.
Sometimes you can laugh with them.
Other times, you learn silently and move on.
And sometimes you stand tall and say, yes, I made a mistake, and I'm still learning faster than most people.
That's strength. That's confidence. Your challenge today, write down a moment when someone laughed at your English.
Then answer these 3 questions. What did I learn? How can I say it better next time? What would I say now if it happened again?
You're turning the pain into power. That's what champions do.
See you later.
Bye.